My husband is coming home for the weekend, so I thought I would surprise him with some homemade bagels. Now, I've only ever made bagels once before, and they turned out pretty good, but I really want a chocolate chip bagel. That's my favorite, and I've never tried that before, so I thought while Peter was at school today, Hadley and I would make some bagels. Now, Seth's favorite is a cinnamon sugar, so today I'm going to be making cinnamon sugar bagels and chocolate chip bagels. The closest bakery to us is an hour away, and you just can't get cinnamon sugar and chocolate chip bagels at a grocery store, unfortunately. So I'm going to make them here at home, and hopefully they turn out good. And remember, if you want to see more content from myself and Hadley and Peter James, and of course all the animals on our farm, please like and subscribe to our channel. Enjoy! You need 1.5 cups of warm water, and it should be heated between 100 and 110 degrees Fahrenheit. Add 2 3/4 teaspoons of active dry yeast and 1 tablespoon of brown sugar to your warm water. Give it a good stir until your yeast and brown sugar are dissolved into the water. I like to cover my mixture with a cloth and set it aside for 5 to 10 minutes while the yeast activates. While that is activating, combine 4 cups of bread flour with 2 teaspoons of salt and 1 tablespoon of sugar in a large mixing bowl. Now you can use dark or light brown sugar. That yeast is ready to go. It is nice and frothy. Pour your yeast mixture into your dry ingredients. Today I will be using my stand mixer attached with my bread hook attachment. Mix on low speed for at least 2 minutes until your dough is formed. Dump your dough out on a lightly floured surface and knead for 10 minutes. Don't skimp on the kneading part. Give your dough a soft poke, and if it bounces back, it's ready to go. I used my bench scraper to separate my dough in half. Half of the dough will be used for cinnamon sugar bagels and the other half for the chocolate chip. Now this recipe yields 8 bagels. After cutting the dough in half, I then separated it into 4 individual pieces. You're going to want to softly knead and roll the dough into a nice ball. Now with the chocolate chip dough, I separated it into 4 pieces, and I gently folded chocolate chips into the dough as I rolled it into the ball. I've never made chocolate chip bagels before, so this was an experiment. Roll your dough into a nice soft ball, just like that. Take your dough and place them on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper and cover with a cloth for at least 90 minutes. After 90 minutes, your dough should have risen just like this. Now to form your bagels, gently poke a hole down into the center of the dough. I just twirled and spun the dough around my fingers until a bagel formed. If there is one thing I've learned about making bread, you don't want to overhandle the bread dough. And don't worry if you lose some chocolate chips while doing this. There will still be plenty in the bagel by the time you're done. Place your bagels back on the parchment paper and cover with the cloth while you prepare the water bath. Bring 1 large pot of water to boil and add 1/4 cup of hubby. Now you don't want a hard boil for these bagels. Drop the bagels in one at a time into the water bath. Careful not to overcrowd the pot. I had enough room for 4 bagels at a time in my pot. Leave them in the water for 1 minute on each side, gently turning them over. After the water bath, gently place them back on the baking sheet that's lined with parchment paper. Now with the cinnamon sugar bagels, I melted 2 tablespoons of butter and I generously covered the bagels with the butter and then even more generously covered the bagels with the cinnamon sugar. Repeat the water bath with the chocolate chip bagels. Now with the chocolate chip bagels, I did an egg wash. I whisked 1 egg white and generously coated each bagel with the egg wash. And then I decided to place some mini chocolate chips on top of the bagel, gently pushing them down into the dough. Now your bagels are ready to go into the oven. I baked my bagels at 400 degrees for 22 minutes. Halfway through, I flipped the pan. Your bagels should be a beautiful golden color when they are ready to come out. I let my bagels cool completely on the pan for at least 20 minutes before transferring them to a wire rack. All right, the bagels are done and cooled, and I have to taste test one before I give them to Seth because what if they're bad? I'm gonna start with a chocolate chip because that is my favorite. Here it is, sliced and toasted with a little bit of cream cheese. Moment of truth. So good. Seth's gonna love these. I cannot wait to give him one for breakfast tomorrow. It's delicious. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.